All right. Let me start all over again, and it'll be better. All right. Born into necessity. Necessarily fortune being my destiny. Taking the best of you, formulating in the best of me. All being expressiveness from nothing to less. I told you I was nothingness. Came out top as the best, humblest. To the fullest, potentially rising till I'm the fullest. Hunger driving me up the wall. This is a wilderness. Tigers eat, lions creep. But when I graduated and saw my mother weep, out the eye I peek. I saw the best in me. Making her proud, she's so precious to me. She's like my finest jewelry. I put her on to this luxury. She looked down and didn't see that much in me. Blinded by fear. Mom, how could your vision be so blurry when your son defines the meaning of obscurity? Your son has fought past stereotypes and battled insecurities. Mom, a girl wrote a letter, told me she looks up to me. I'm just trying to be the best son that I could be. How could you see everything that I do it? I do it for you. From the top of the mountain I scream, God ain't stopping until I reach that dream. God ain't stopping until I reach that cream. And God ain't stopping until I reach that green. I lost enough friend, my finger counts 3. I told myself at Keno's wake that I will die before I wake. I pray to the Lord if I don't break, please don't take my soul to take. Cause stakes is higher than rent is due. And me and my bros, we ain't stopping until I reach that, And me and my bros, we ain't settling for burgers, we reaching for the finest steak. We out here working 9 to 5, no breaks. But wait, I ain't stopping baking that cake till the frosting is right and I filled your plate. To that bastard I thought leaving kids was great. I learned that the term father was used very loosely. I promised myself on that loose leaf, this would be the last note that you hear from me, Pops. Look at the man I've become to the little boy that you dropped. They say that you're the egg that never cracked. You bending my hopes in 2, break backing, fingers cracking, nervousness, distracting. Mom's bracking, she's the definition of a father is what I'm lacking. Perhaps if I turn these pages one more time, you will come back and rewrite my life. Reunite with your finest wife. Reunite with your finest wife. How could it have been if you was here, if you was present, if you was relevant, but you was just benevolent? I never liked coloring books because I couldn't color in. Picture perfect. Didn't have to take many steps to walk away, but it took more to come back. Was it worth it? I don't want to just be an artist. I don't want to just be an artist and paint a picture. Man, that's worthless because a pencil can't speak louder than my words and my visuals. I'm trying to go past the logo, man. This is mental food. Feeding your minds and unmentionable. To mention the skull that the voice of my generation will echo in the ears of society. We trying to be mentionable. Success is in my circle. It's inevitable. We not asking for a swipe, not credible. But the point of reaching to the top, no return to the bottom is not questionable. That's why we vow like Solomons, bitch. We frows and rebel. We rob gold bezels, and the jewelry can cover up but as much as the neck of the collarbone. The Jesus chain, the red bracelet, gold rings. But below that collarbone, my soul rings out. No bro or mom will sleep on the couch. No mad to the heart, that's a coward, that's no man. He goes by the name Connor Lion that never sleeps on no land. But the soul is so deep, the eyes are so weak. They say the emptiest vessel is the only one that speaks, and the greatest soul is the only one that yearns to scream, and the strongest personality is covered by its peak. But this young man and my bro to the death of me. Fucking shit up, he's about that drama, and my bro rebel do everything for his mama. Heart of a tiger, ambitions of a feline. He ain't stopping forever trying. Haters are his motivators, gets him to keep trying. And if he ever meets Erica Badu, praise Zion, cause his dream, his promises he never died on. And being a man of his sister and mother that he cries on, a shoulder they can cry on. Nothing breaks him, he's stronger than the buy sign. And his bars leave you receptionless. Hear me now? Good. Joe is my bro, there's no doubt about it. He got pieces on, no one knew about it. And if anyone be jamming, man, we all be rocking. And he likes his pizza plain, no toppings. He stays with an open heart, no locking, and he speaks from the truest personal lying. No one compares to my baby, to my lady. Love of my life, they won't bring us down till it's 8 feet under. I love him, man, just replacing me. Just replace me. Her love is immaculate, smile infectious, and my love for her forever grows. That's a fact, and this young woman of mine is my magic gift that gets me to open up. She brings out the best in me. She's the perfect melody over the tightest beat. Justine. But thanks to Mara for writing this poem for me through this. It's not just a piece of literature. This is a script that will tear apart every stereotype of the black man's fear, rising to the top because we're scared. Because once scared of heights, black men can jump but can't fly a kite. We're gonna find our way up because we never look down. This is a retrospective perspective through eyelids, through my eyes, through Glenn's eyes, stories read through the back of his iris. Because soul is connected for 8 years, basically tied in. I feel my both succeeding, stretching into a giant that my soul stretches with him. There's no need to deny it, but let me step back and stand by and let this young man, as he reaches sky high, proud of this man. Our verses intertwine, locked like keys, praying on my knees to the sun, 12 stars, 3 days rose, praying sky high, clouds touching my nose, hieroglyphics and pyramids, telling my past, believing at last in God we trust. The best have yet to come. The mountain is high. We have yet reached its peak. Sit back and listen to this poetic expression and watch my bro speak. Go on.